I think in the last class we discussed about HCF and LCM, and we found out how to find HCF and LCM of fractions, and we did with respect to decimals also, and we calculated, we found the relationship between HCF and LCM. That what was also done. Yes or no? So now we'll move on to a little bit further some difficult level sums. Whatever we had discussed in the last class, that is very basic part of it. Today we'll see a little bit difficult part of this. Now we have seen normal method to find HCF and LCM. Now let us say write the heading. Next heading is HCF and LCM by prime factorization method. Prime factorization method. Heading as prime factorization method. Whatever the ways of finding HCF and LCM are there, you have to know all the methods, because sometimes we'll use one method and for some other variables we have to use some other. What is prime factorization method? I think all of you know what is prime number. We'll start from there. All of you know what is prime number? What is a prime number?
It's a natural number which is greater than 1. And it is not a product of two smaller numbers.
Any number. In simple words, if you want to write it in the margins. Prime number is a number which is not divisible by any other number apart from one or itself. So it will not be divisible by any other number apart from one or itself. So that is what we call it as. So prime factorization means we have to find factors which are prime. So let us say how to find this. We have 24. How will I write 24? What are the prime numbers? At least till 15, 20. If you can list the prime numbers, that would be better. 1 is not a prime number. A prime number has to be more than 1. 1 is not a prime number. You can write one sentence over there. 1 is neither prime nor composite. The opposite of prime number is composite number. So all the other numbers we can call them as composite numbers. So 1 is neither prime nor composite. 1 is neither prime nor composite. So what are the prime numbers apart from 1? If you can list them, 2 is one prime number, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. 15 is a prime number?
17.
Is 15 a prime number?
No.
Because it is divisible by 3 and 5. So after 50, 13, 17,
19.
19.
Then
23.
23.
23.
23.
29.
29. This is more than enough, but take it as a homework. Write all the prime numbers from 1 to 100. And if you by heart them, that's the best thing you can do, because we'll have a lot of calculations. If you know what are the prime numbers from 1 to 100, that will help you in most of the calculations.
Okay.
So let us say we want factors of 24. What I said factors was, we discussed this in the last class. What is a factor? Factor is any number which will divide our given number. So 24 is divisible by what? 2, 4, 6, all those numbers. Let us say 24 can be written as what? 12 into 2. Can we write 24 as 12 into 2? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But 2 is a prime number, 12 is not a prime number. So I have to further break it. How will you break 12 as
6 twos are.
We'll break it as 4 into 3 and we'll keep 2 as it is. We can break 12 as, we'll break it as 4 into 3. But 4 is also not a prime number, so I'll break it further. How will I break it? I'll break this into 2 into 2.
2 into 2.
So no, so 2 into 2, 3 and 2, I'll keep it as it is. 2 into 2 into 3 into 2. Now, how many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3. So I can write it as 2 raised to 3 into 3. Getting this? This is called as prime factorization method. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
take down one more number. Take the number as 20. 20. And now find the prime factors of that thing. Follow the same steps and find for 20.
Two square into 5.
Square into?
2 square.
Yes. I can write 20 as what?
Yes.
4 into 5. And 4 can be written as 2 into 2 into 5. How many 2s are there?
5. 2.
2 2s are there, so it will be what? 2 square into 5.
5.
Did you get?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how to find HCF and LCM using prime factorization method? See. HCF, LCM. HCF में what we'll do? We'll select the common numbers. What are the common numbers in between 2, 3 and 2, 5? What is common between both 24 and 20? 2 is common?
2.
Yes or no?
Yes.
2 is common. And then we have to select the lowest power of 2. What is the lowest power of 2 between 2 and 3? This number is called as what? This number is called as power. This number is called as power. So what is the lowest power between 2 and 3?
2.
2. So your HCF is 2 square. What is 2 square? 4. Getting this? Now we are finding HCF using prime factorization method. And now if we
use the lowest.
Yes, for HCF we'll take the common number, then we'll find the lowest power of that common number. So we found out the common number to be 2 and its lowest power is 2. So the number is what? 4. How will you find LCM? For LCM we'll write all the numbers. Whatever is there, we'll write all the numbers. What are the numbers? 2 is there, 3 is there, and 5 is there. We'll write all the numbers. Now we'll select highest power of each of them. What is the highest power of 2? 3.
3.
Yes or no? So we'll write it as 2 cube into 3. What is the highest power of 3?
1.
3 raised to 1. What is the highest power of 5? 5 raised to 1. So your LCM will be, what is 2 cube?
8.
8 into 3 into 5. So what is 8 into 3 into 5? What I have told you, use your even number and 5. What is 8 5s are?
120.
8 5 is 40, 43 is 120. Getting this? So your LCM turned out to be 120. Understood? This is prime factorization method. This we require for algebraic expressions. They will ask you HCF and LCM of algebraic expressions. So we wanted that. Okay. Hello, let's move on from here. Let's understand the next concept. Understood this, right? For HCF, you can write few sentences. HCF is, for HCF, matlab in this, for HCF and LCM, we'll write down the definitions, how we selected. Now we'll understand, we may forget it in the future, so let's write the sentence. Write down note. Note. For HCF, we will select, for HCF, we will select the common numbers. For HCF, we will select the common numbers and then lowest power of these common numbers. And then lowest power of these common numbers. Lowest power of these common numbers. For LCM, For LCM, we'll select all the numbers. For LCM, we'll select all the numbers and highest power of these numbers and highest power of these numbers. Getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us say we have two numbers. Let's just say slightly bigger numbers. Using this same method, try to find using the same method, prime factorization method. So find the HCF and LCM of 120 and 144. Find both HCF and LCM of 120 and 144. How much are you getting?
Still doing.
Still doing. Start with simple numbers. What can I write my 120 as? I can write it as 12 into 10. Yes, start with very simple things. We can write it as 12 into 10. Now this 12 can be written as
6 2s.
6 2s. And 10 can be written as 2 5s. There is no further simplification required, but 6 can be written as what? 2 3s.
2 3s.
So we have 2 3s are 2 into 5. So what is the power of 2 we have? How many 2s we have? 3 2s.
3.
So it will be 2 cube into 3 into 5.
5.
For 144, I think you have parted the squares. So this will be 12 into 12.
12.
So 12 into 12. 12 can be written as again 6 into 2. 6 into 2. 2 can be written as 2 into 3 into 2. 2 into 3 into 2. So how many 2s are there?
4.
So it will be 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 2. 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to
2
so
into 2 4.
For HCF, what we should do?
8. 8 is it.
8 is HCF.
Yes, sir.
Check it again. For HCF, you have to write the common numbers. What are the common numbers?
2 and 3 both are common. Okay.
2 and 3 are both common. What is the lowest power of 2? 2 raised to 3. What is the lowest power of 3? 3 raised to 1. 2 raised to 3 is 8. 8 3s are. What is 8 3s are? 24. So your HCF is 24.
20.
How about our LCM?
All the numbers.
All the numbers. What are all the numbers? 2, 3, and 5. What is the highest power of 2? 4. What is the highest power of 3? 2. What is the highest power of 5? 1. What is 2 raised to 4?
8.
2 raised to 3 is 8.
Sorry.
2 raised to 4 is 16. 3 square is 9 into 5. What is 16 into 9 into 5?
14 to 16. 640.
No, you should. What is 16 into 9 into 5? First, we have to pair up the even numbers. What are the even numbers? 16 and 5 are the even numbers. So what is 16 5s are?
720.
16 5s it is 80 and 80 into 9 is 720. First, use your 5s. You have to pair it with even numbers always. That will improve your calculation part.
16. Done, sir.
Huh? Okay. Understood what we solved, how we solved actually?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then we'll move on to next part. Why I am teaching you this method. We could have done it using a lot of other methods also. You know, basic method where we divide it. Oh, they're like this 120, 144. This method, I think all of you know this. But we chose this method for a reason. Write down the heading HCF and LCM of algebraic expressions. HCF and LCM of algebraic expressions. HCF and LCM of algebraic expressions. Now let us say we have a number called as 3a square b square, and we have one more number which is 9a raised to 4b. In this we have two numbers. We are asking you what is the HCF and LCM of 3a square b square and 9a raised to 4 into b. How to solve this? First, we'll separate the numbers and then we'll find the HCF and LCM of those two numbers. However whatever method you feel like doing, use that method. This is the easiest method. So we'll do what? We'll do it as 3 1s are 3 and then 3 3s are. Then we'll cut out the remaining words. So it will be HCF will be 3. What is HCF? HCF is 3. And LCM is 3 3s are.
27.
Sorry, 3 3s are. Why 27? 3 3s are. We have to multiply only 3 3s are. From where we are getting one more 3. So LCM is 9. Now, understand this. Now for this, we'll use our old method, the one we right now learned, time factorization method. This is where that method is required. What we'll do, for HCF, we'll select the common terms. What are the common terms? A and B? Yes or no? The common numbers are A and B. Then we have to select the lowest power of A. What is the lowest power of A? 2. Yes or no? What is the lowest power of B?
2.
B only. B raised to 1. Here it is what? 1. So 1 is smaller than 2. So your HCF will be what? 3A square B. For LCM, we have to write all the alphabets, whatever we have. What we have only A and B. What is the highest power of A?
4.
4. What is the highest power of B?
2.
2. So your LCM will be 9A raised to 4 into B raised to 2. Understanding this? For this, we learned that method, prime factorization method. If I had introduced directly these alphabets, you would have got confused. So I introduced that prime factorization. Understood now how we do our alphabets?
Yes, sir.
Take out the numbers first, then operate with the other variables. So we'll slightly increase the level. If you have copied, I'll move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Find this. Find using the same method. Find the HCF and LCM of. Find both HCF and LCM of these numbers.
X square, Y, Z, sir.
X square, Y, Z. Find both HCF and LCM. what is the HCF and what is the LCM?
Lowest X. Okay.
Find the HCF and LCM of numbers separately first.
Yes.
So HCF is 2xyz. LCM is 120 x square yz.
120
X square YZ. YZ.
Okay, so we found out HCF and LCM of the numbers. We can directly, I think, divide by what?
6.
6 fours are 6 fives are. We cannot divide it further. So here HCF is how much? 6. What is the LCM? Multiply the numbers. 4 fives are 20. 26 are 120.
120. Yes.
This is correct. Now we'll move on. We'll write only the common terms. What are the common terms?
XYZ.
XY only. There is no Z here.
Okay.
So common terms are what? X and Y. We have to write only the things which are common. Z is not present in the second number, so we'll not write Z. So
Okay.
then we'll select the lowest power of X. What is the lowest power of X? X raised to 1 only,
1.
because here it is X raised to
1.
1. For Y also
Yeah.
there is a lowest power is 1 only. So we'll write it as X raised to 1 and Y raised to 1. For LCM, we'll select all the digits. What are all the digits? We X, Y and Z. Then we'll select
Z.
the highest power. What are the highest power of X?
2.
2. What is the highest power of Y?
1.
1. And what is the highest power of Z? 1. Understanding the concept here?
Yes, sir.
So for LCM, we'll write all of the numbers.
Yes, for LCM, we'll write all the digits, whatever we have. For HCF, we'll write only the common things.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to some bigger examples. 30x minus y into 50x square minus y square. Try to solve this. What you're getting?
Else. HCF 10.
HCF
HCF is
is
10, sir.
10. What is the LCM?
150.
150.
150. How about the remaining terms? What should I write here? You are getting it correct with respect to numbers. That's very good. So how will I
Yes.
write it for the alphabets over there?
Sir, x square minus y square.
How will you write x square y square? What can you write it as?
So because it's common for both
What is common?
x and y.
How they are
So
common?
for
No,
H-
no. See, if we have xy and x square y square, then we have xy common. If there is a addition or subtraction symbol in between them, then these are not same numbers. There is nothing common. If there is
Okay.
addition or
Yes.
subtraction, then that's altogether a different number. So we cannot take it as common. So in this case, we'll use a identity. What is that identity? You have algebraic identities. You know algebraic identities.
No, sir.
You know what is a square minus b square?
Yes, sir.
What is a square minus b square?
A square plus 2ab minus 2ab plus b square.
No. It is a plus b, a minus b. B square. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b, a minus b. So x square minus y square will be written as x minus y into x plus 1. Getting this? Now I can take out the commons. What are my commons?
X minus Y.
X minus Y is common. So HCF will be what? 10 into X minus Y.
X minus.
Don't forget to put this bracket. Don't forget to put this bracket. If you write it as 10x minus y, then this is a different number.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So don't forget to put this bracket. If I put this bracket, then this will be equal to what? 10 into x minus 10 into y. This number and this number are totally different numbers. So don't forget to put that bracket. How about LCM?
X square minus Y square.
X square minus y square only. Why? Because this will consider it as a. So this automatically becomes a. This will consider it as b. So it will be all the digits. What are these? A and b. So it will be 150 into x minus y into x plus y. Again, we have to write it back in the original form. What was the original form? We divided it from x square minus y square. We derived it as x minus y into x plus y. So we again got it as x minus y into x plus y. So I will write it as x square minus
Y minus Y square.
Getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you don't know these algebraic formulas? Let me see if we can.
No, sir, I don't know.
Okay. You are able to see my, what screen you are able to see? You can see Google Chrome being open.
No, sir, only the whiteboard.
Whiteboard, huh? Okay. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see Google Chrome?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Copy all the formulas which are visible on the screen, right? And before you come to the next class, buy out all of this. If you are studying in a room or somewhere, if you are studying in a hostel or your home, write all these formulas in a sheet of paper and attach it over where you study. These are very important formulas. In that we used one of the formulas. Last year we had 2-3 questions from this a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b cube is an equally important formula.
A plus B.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. A plus. Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we'll move on. We'll move on to a new chapter. Sorry. New thing. One second. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's some issue with my laptop. You do one thing. Find the sum. Find the HCF and LCM off before this settles up. Find the HCF and LCM off. I'll dictate you one question. Find out. This was asked in your UPSC question paper. So write down the question. Three planets revolve around the sun. Three planets revolve around the sun. Once in 200, 250, 200, 250, and 300 days respectively. Once in 200, 250, and 300 days respectively in their own orbits. When do they all come? When do they all come? Relatively to the same position. Relatively to the same position. Relatively to the same position. At a certain point of time. At a certain point of time in their orbits. In their orbits. Three planets revolve around the sun once in 200, 250, and 300 days respectively in their own orbits. When do they all come relatively to the same position at a certain point of time in their orbits? So what we have to do here, how we have to solve this? Okay, the one we are solving is this one. I hope all of you can see this. Three planets revolve around the sun once in 200, 250, and 300 days respectively in their own orbit. When do they all come relatively to the same orbit at a certain point of time in their orbits? How to solve this? I'll give you one simple hint. If your numbers, if your options are greater than the given numbers, then we usually find LCM. If you go back and check your example of 6 and 8, what happened in 6 and 8? The LCM was 24 and the HCF was 2. So whenever we find HCF, your options will be smaller. Your options will be smaller than the given numbers. If your options are greater than the given numbers, then we have to find LCM. So here we have to find what?
LCM.
LCM. So find out the LCM. It's the LCM of 200, 250, and 300. If you have not written the question, take the screenshot of this. Our numbers were 200, 250, 300.
LCM is 200.
LCM is 200. Eh?
No, just
LCM, write down this one more note actually. Whatever you are solving, write down this note. And one more thing, when you are in my class, if you have a book, maintain this. Don't write anything on this side margins and don't write anything on this side margins. Keep these two margins empty because I'll be giving you some or the other hint every now and then. Write those things. Okay, don't actually exploit the flow of your writing. So use your margins for whatever extra things I did. So write down a note. LCM can never be smaller than LCM can never be smaller than given numbers. LCM can never be smaller than given numbers. So we took the example of 8 and 6 also.
Yes, sir.
What was the LCM of 8 and 6? 24. The HCF was 2. So LCM can never be smaller than given numbers. And similarly, And similarly, HCF can never be greater than given numbers. HCF can never be greater than given numbers. HCF can never be greater than given numbers. Understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how will you find the LCM? You have to find only LCM. Don't worry about HCF. So we can directly divide by 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
20 tens. I think we can directly divide by 50 also.
Yes, sir.
If you get it, that's better. We can directly divide by 50 because they are all divisible by 50. 50
50.
fours 50.
50 paisa.
55 and 56. If you are not able to do it by 50, you can start with 10 also. There is no problem with that also. Eventually, we'll reach there. But we'll take one extra step. If you had written for 200, 250 and 300, then we would have taken it as 10 20s, 10 25s, 10 30s. And when we have taken, would have taken it as 5 4s, 5 5s, 5 6s. So we would have done one extra step. Both are same. We can further divide it as what? 2 2s, 2 5s, 2 3s. We cannot divide it further.
3,000.
Yes. 2 5s it is 10. 52s it is 100. 100 into 10 is 1000. 1000 into 3 is 3000. This is how your calculation should also be. Okay, so 50 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 3. Don't write it as 50 into 2 is 100, 100 into 2 is 200. It will become simply, it will become very lengthy. Directly do it as 50 into 2 is how much? 100. 2 into 5 is 10. So 100 into 10 is 1000. 1000 into 3 is 3000.
3,000.
Reduce your calculation speed, time also. If you save your calculation time, then you will score good amount of marks. And remember, if you are intelligent, if you are hardworking and intelligent, you will enter the list. Whatever the list you are trying to enter, you will enter the list. But if your calculation is very good, then you will top it. Only because with calculation, if you are efficient, very efficient with your calculation, if this increases, automatically you will solve 2 to 3 sums extra. And it is dependent on that itself. If you do 2 3 sums extra, then you get that extra marks. That is the difference between a topper and a person who is at the bottom of the list. And especially the CDS students and AFCAT students, this part is very important for you because they will count this marks also. For UPSC IAS, I think it is only basically passing.
Yeah.
Passing.
Yeah.
I hope you can manage this.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
When do come? So 3,000 will be
LCM.
yeah.
That's what will be in the options also.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then I think you have to write one more. I told you that trick also. And one more thing is, let's go for something else. Let's see what I can get. I wanted you guys to write these few things. Do one thing, take the screenshot of this. If you can, then write it. Write the heading as LCM. LCM and copy these 2 points, important points. If my screen is visible, copy these 2 important points. For now, take the screenshot. That will be better. Write only the first point. Second point you can write later. Write the first point and then we'll solve this sum. What is the least number which when divided by 42, 72 and 84 leaves the remainders 25, 55 and 67 respectively. This is the last variation of the sums. So we'll complete all the variations today. In the next class, come prepared. Matlab, take your whatever books you are referring, take those books, solve at least 20 sums. Solve 20 sums and send that to me. After doing 20 sums, then we'll solve all the types of questions. Next class will be for types of questions. We have completed all the theory part. Last class will be for all the types of questions. This was your first chapter. So we went a bit slow, but from next chapter onwards, we'll try to maximize the output. I'll probably complete your chapters in 2 classes. Each chapter will take only 2 classes. By that logic, we have 15, 16 chapters. So we want somewhere in the range of 30 classes.
Okay.
So 10 weeks. 10 weeks is probably 2.5 months. We'll complete your slides.
What is this number? So you have to find the LCM for this, right?
Yeah, the heading itself is LCM for this. And one more hint is when they give you least number. If they give you least number, that means it is you are supposed to find LCM. I write this also in the note. If the question has least, lowest, these indicators, this means we have to find LCM. Least, lowest. If your question has greatest, highest, then we have to find HCF, right? Then this also in the margin. This is one more hint.
Okay.
There is third hint which we'll discuss in the next class. But for as of now, you understand these 2 hints. What was the first hint? If your yeah, this is second hint. If your options are greater than the given number, what we have to find?
LCM.
LCM. We have to find LCM. If your options are smaller than the given numbers, we have to find HCF. Use this formula and find it out. All you have to do is first find P. How will you find P? 42 is what? 42 is A, 72 is B, 84 is C. Remainders are X, Y, and Z. So P can be found out how? By subtracting X minus A. Sorry, remainders are ABC. Sorry, remainders are ABC. So if you have written down the question, I'll start solving this.
1 minute, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So your remainders were 25, 55, 67. These were the remainders. So these are nothing but these are A, B, and C. Your numbers were 42, 72, and 84. Like this, these are what? These are X, Y, and Z. First, we have to find P. What is P? X minus A. What is X minus A? 42 minus 25. How much are you getting if you subtract 42 minus 25?
70.
Sorry?
17.
70. And in most of the cases, we'll get the same number. If I subtract 72 minus 55, here also I'll get 17. If I subtract 84 minus 67, here also I'll get 70. So P, we have found out the value. Now, what is the formula? Formula says we have to find LCM of X, Y, Z, and then we have to subtract P from it. P is how much? 70. Now we have to find LCM of XYZ. What is the LCM of XYZ? What is the LCM of 42, 72, 84? Find it out using any method you like. 42, 72, and 84. By what number? Now you should be able to divide it by bigger numbers. What is a bigger number? 6 is a bigger number, I think.
Yes, sir.
Which will divide all
6,
of them. 6 sevens are 6 12s are. And 6, if you had added all the tables, I think you would get this 6 what? 14s are. 14 6 is 84. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I can further divide it by 7. 7 1s are. 12 will keep it as it is. 7 2s are. And lastly, we can divide it by 2. 2 1s are. 2 6s are. 2 1s are. So your LCM is 6 into 7 into 2 into 6. What is 6 into 7 into 2 into 6?
6, 7, 8. So 504.
504. What you have to do in this case also, use any method you like. We can do it for what? 6 7s are 6 7s are is 42. 2 6 is 12. So all you have to find is 12 42s. That is 504. But the question does not end here. The question solution is what? We have to find LCM of XYZ. That is 504. Then we have to subtract P. What is P here? 17. So your final answer is 487. Getting this? How to solve these kind of sums? These
Yes,
are
sir, yes, sir.
relatively dependent on formula. These are formula based sums. For this, you have to use the formula only. I will give you the write-up part of this also now. There is one more method. All of you have copied this down.
Yes, sir.
If you have copied this down, we can move further. There is one more method of finding HCF, only HCF. That is called as the division method. This is also one of the division method. So let us say we have the numbers 24 and 30. Understand this method properly. We have the numbers 24 and 30. Now what I'll do, I'll take the bigger number. What is the bigger number here? 30. Yes or no? I'll divide by smaller number. What is the smaller number? 24. 24 ones are 24. What is the remainder? How much I'll get as a remainder? 6. Now what I'll do, I'll make this 6 as the divisor, and the divisor earlier what we had, we'll take this as the new dividend. So it will become what? 6 4s are 24. The moment we get 0 as the remainder, this is called as remainder. The moment we get 0 as the remainder, this number, whatever was the divisor, that is called as HCF. The divisor becomes HCF. This is one more method of finding HCF. This we'll use when we have very higher numbers and we are not getting what is the divisibility. What is the, how we will divide it. Getting this?
Yes, sir.
Now, if we had 3 digits, let us say we had 24, 30 and we had 33. One more digit was 33. Now, what we will do, we'll first find 24 and 30. Then we will take the HCF, whatever is the HCF. What is the HCF now? 6. Then we will divide the third number. What is the third number? 33. So, I will write it as 6 5s are 30. What is 33 minus 30?
3.
3. Then I have to, we got the remainder, so we have to divide this 6 also now. 3 2s are 6. So now we got the remainder as 0. As soon as we get the remainder as 0, what will be the HCF now?
3.
3 will be the HCF. Understanding the method?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With this in mind, if you have copied it down, I'll share you the, write down the next heading, HCF. HCF remainder concept. The one what we discussed was LCM remainder concept. Now we'll discuss HCF remainder concept. And what is the concept saying actually? Concept is saying, let us say this is called as remainder. I'll tell you one thing. I think we'll do right on the heading HCF remainder concept. I'll give you the formula, copy that formula. That's more than enough. Copy this. Take the screenshot, copy, I think, second one. As of now, copy only second one and try to do the sum. This sum, example number 7. Copy the question as well. So take the screenshot, remaining part you can copy later. As of now, copy only second one because that is required to solve the sum. And copy the sum, example number 7.
Sir, I'll take your leave. I'll watch the rest on the videos.
Sure. While coming for the next class, please do some sums, 20 at least.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Okay. Copy it. Try to do the sum. Copy only second point and try to do the sum. And there is one error in third point. The third point is wrongly printed as x minus y, y minus z, and z minus x. This should be changed as x minus r. Change it as x minus r, where यहाँ पे the greatest number that will divide x, y, and z, the same remainder. Write down this point. I'll dictate this point. Write down this point. The greatest number that will divide. The greatest number that will divide x, y, and z. The greatest number that will divide x, y, and z, leaving the same remainder r. Write it as r. In the brackets, write it as r. Just after this same remainder. This is misprinted. Third part is misprinted. So write here r. In each case is given by HCF of x minus r. Write it instead of y, write it as x minus r. And y minus r and z minus r. X minus r, y minus r, and z minus r. You copied the question? Solve the sum. If you have copied the question, solve the sum. Find the greatest number. Again, they have given you the hint. Greatest number. Find the greatest number which will divide 400, 435, and 541, leaving 9, 10, and 14 as remainders respectively. So what we have to do here? I'll solve it for you guys. We are supposed to use second rule. What is that second rule? It says before finding the HCF, we have to subtract. We have to subtract the remainders, then we have to find the HCF. So let us say we subtract the remainders, x minus a, y minus b, and z minus c. What is x here? What is x? All of you are in the class. Yes, X is 400. So this will be 400 minus, what is A? The numbers are given as 400, 435, 541. These are X, Y, and Z. Your remainders are, what are your remainders? 9, 10, and 14. We call it as A, B, and C. So what is X minus A? X minus A is 400 minus 9. Y minus B is 435 minus 10. And Z minus C is 541 minus 14. So it is 400 minus 9. The formula is you have to find HCF of X minus A, Y minus B, and Z minus C. What is X minus A? 400 minus 9. It is 391. Here it will be 435 minus 10, matlab 425. 541 minus 14, matlab how much is this be? 527. So now we have to find HCF of these numbers. How will you find HCF of these numbers? We'll select the bigger number. Which is the bigger number here? 527. We'll divide it by the slightly smaller number to it. Or you can select any other numbers also. So I have selected 527 and 425. You can select two numbers. So I'll take 527. I'll divide it by 425. If I divide 527 by 425, I'll get what? 425 ones are 425. What is 527 minus 425? 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 5 minus 4 is 100. Now I have to take this 102 and divide my 425. So this will be 102 ones are 102 fours are. What is 102 fours are? 408. What is 25 minus 8? 25 minus 8 is 70. So I will divide my 102 by 17. If you know 17 table, you know that what is 102. 17 5s are 85. 17 6s are 102.
102.
17.
17.
Now take the remaining number, check whether it was correct or not. So we have to take 17 and we have to divide my 391. 17 2s are 34. We are left with 5, it will become 51. 17 3s are 51. So this is dividing my number also. Understanding this? If its remainder turned out to be 0, if the remainder is 0, the HCF will automatically become how much? It will be automatically 70. So your answer is also 70. Getting this?
Yes, sir.
Homework ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀನೆ?
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಳ್ಸಂತ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಎರಡೆರಡು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ? ಮಾಡ್ರಿ?
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದವ್ರ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಗ್ರೂಪ್ದಾಗ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಂದ್ರಿಕಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಗ್ರೂಪ್ದಾಗ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ನಾಳಿಂದ. ಓದಾತಿರ್ಲ?
Yes, sir. ಓದಾತ್ರಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಾಕಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಾತಾವ?
ಚಲೋ ನೋಡಾತಾವ.
ಚಲೋ ನೋಡಾತಾವ? ಓದ್ರಿ ಬಿಡಾಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. AFCAT ಎರರ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಾಗ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
AFCAT ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟ್ರು?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
AFCAT ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾ ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. AFCAT ಅದು ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೊಸದು ಓದೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. CGCAT ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ದಾಗ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ಇದು ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ 1 ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ದಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಕ್ತಿರ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರ ನವೀನ್ ಸರ್ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ನವೀನ್ HP ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರ. ಅದ್ರೋಗ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ. ಇದು ಆಫೀಸರ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 1 ಆಫೀಸರ್ನ ಇದು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕರ್ದಾರ ಬರ್ರಿ. ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ AFCAT ಗತನೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಸೇಮ್. ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ. ಒಂದ್ 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರತೈತೆ ತಿಂಗಳ ಒಂದ್ 2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಒಂದರ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ನೀವು ಆಗೇ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ ಆಫೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಚಲೋ, ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ನಾ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನು ರೂಢ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀನಿ. ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗೂ ನಾ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೂಢ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ದಾಗ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹಿಂದಿದಾಗ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಹಿಂದಿ ಅಂತೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ದಾಗ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ದಾಗ ತಿಳ್ಸಾಕತ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ,
Yes, sir.
ಈಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ವಿಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ 2-3 more questions before we end up this class. Then
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
as a part of homework you have to solve 20 questions. So
Yes,
20 questions you can solve it from. I have given you already the sources. The two sources are, you have to take Pathfinder of Arihant Publications, Pathfinder for CDS. Don't
Yes,
buy
sir.
any book extra for AFCAT, CGCAT. Don't buy anything else. This is more than enough. So take
Yes.
Pathfinder of Arihant Publication, then Disha Publication. You have this 16 years of solved question paper. Solved question paper. 16 years of solved question paper from Disha Publication. These two books, you have to buy these two books. First we'll solve all the basics. Now I am solving all the basics from Pathfinder. So most of the Pathfinder will be covered by me, and I'll solve few questions from Disha Publication also. Remaining, whatever is the remaining questions, you have to solve it. Buy these two books. These two books you have to maintain. Disha Publication 16 years solved paper of only mathematics. It will be only maths. This book is more than enough. It will cover everything. Entire maths will be covered. Okay.
Yes, sir.
They have given last 16 years question paper. So use this very wisely. Okay. So then we'll solve one last question before we end up the session. Right on. In a fire range, 4 shooters are firing. In a fire range, 4 shooters are firing at the respective targets. 4 shooters are firing at their respective targets. The first, second, third, fourth. The first, second, third, fourth. Hit the target once in every 5 seconds, once in every 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and 8 seconds. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and 8 seconds respectively. If all of them hit the target at 9 a.m. If all of them hit the target at 9 a.m. If all of them hit the target at 9 a.m. When will they hit their target together again? When will they hit their target together again? When will they hit their target together again? Now I'm dictating the questions. From next class I will display the questions. I just wanted you guys to understand my tone, my way of speaking, so I'm dictating.
Sir.
If
Okay,
you
sir.
get accustomed with my language, then from next class we'll start with the displaying the questions.
Yes, sir.
So what we have to find? We have to find LCM or HCF. Read the question again, you'll understand what we have to find: HCF or LCM. See how to solve this. Now, first person is
LCM.
hitting the target at 5
Yes.
seconds.
HCF, sir.
No, not HCF. I'll tell you. then you decide. First person is hitting the target at 5 seconds. Second person is hitting at 6 seconds. Third person is hitting at 7 seconds. Fourth is hitting at 8 seconds.
Yes.
So he will hit second time. When will the first person hit second time? 10 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Second one will hit at 12. Third one will hit at 14. And fourth one will hit at 16.
16.
They are asking when will they hit together again. For them to together, this number keeps on increasing. Yes or no? This 8 will become 16, 16 will become 24. So this will keep on increasing. If it is increasing, then we have to find what? If your answer is bigger than the given numbers, what we have to find?
LCM.
We have to find LCM. So find the LCM of 5, 6, 7, 8. We can divide by only 2, I think.
Yes, sir.
2, if I as it is, 2 3s are, 2 7s are, 2 4s are. Can we divide it further?
No, sir.
No. So then multiply it. 2 into 5 is 10. Into 3, into 7, into 4. 2 into 5 is 10. Keep this aside. 3 into 7 is how much?
21.
21. 21 into 4 is 84. 84 into 10 is 840. 840 seconds. So when what they are asking, they have hit the target at 9 AM sharply. So when will they hit again? They will hit after 840 seconds. But 840 seconds we have to convert it into minutes because they have not given seconds here. How will you write the time? We'll write it as what is the time now? 8:14. So this is what is this 14? 14 is minutes. So you have to give your answer in minutes. How will you convert this seconds into minutes?
Divided by 60.
We'll divide it by 60. 0, 0 cancel. Then 6 1s are, 6 14s are. So 840 seconds is how many minutes? 14 minutes. So you have to add 14 to it. So your answer will be 9 hours and 14 minutes. So it will hit the target again at 9:14. Understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So this is how you actually solve these kind of sums. Now what I want you guys is you have to go back. If you have copied the sum, I'll just clear it. Shall I clear it? I'll clear it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, as a part of homework, at least solve 20 sums from any of the books. Any books you can refer. If you don't have the books, then download this Brevart's Defense Academy app from Android Play Store. And then when you open the app, here on the left side, you'll see these 3 dots. If you click those 3 dots, you will find this column having everything. In that, there will be something called as study material.
Yes.
In that study material, open aptitude section. In that, I have uploaded a PDF of HCF and LCM. This has at least 50 to 100 questions. So if you don't have books as of now, to order also it will take some time. So if you order now also it will take some time to come. So before that, I want you guys to solve all of this. Solve at least 20 sums. Before you enter next class, solve at least 20 sums and send it to me before the start of next class. If the class is, next class will be on alternate day. Tomorrow will not have class, Friday will have class. So my class will start at 7 PM. You have to send it before 3 PM. Okay, on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo then. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.